today's lesson, you will learn how to expand brackets involving algebraic terms and then simplify. You should be able to do this by the end of the lesson. So some previous knowledge we're going to need for today's lesson. You should be able to expand single brackets. You should be able to simplify algebraic expressions by adding and subtracting. And you should be able to apply BODMAS to a calculation. So remember, BODMAS is our order of operations. That stands for brackets, order, division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. Okay. So expanding brackets and simplifying. Now we can see here that the questions are similar to the previous lesson on expanding single brackets. However, we have our single bracket and then we have another term at the end outside of the bracket. So we are going to apply BODMAS to this, and BODMAS tells us the very first thing we should do is brackets. So I'm going to start by multiplying the bracket by 2, since 2 is the number sitting in front of the bracket. So the 2 is going to multiply the x, then it's going to multiply the plus 1. The 2 is not going to multiply the last term because the bracket closes here after the plus 1. Okay, so we begin 2 times x is 2x. 2 times plus 1 is plus 2. We can't forget about the plus 1 on the end, we do need to put that on the end. Now you'll notice here that plus 2 and plus 1 can be added together, that gives us plus 3. So we would always want to leave our algebraic expression as simplified as possible, so 2x plus 3 is our final answer. Okay, in example B, we are being asked to multiply out the bracket and collect like terms again. So I'm going to use the 4 to multiply the w and then the 3. It is not going to multiply the negative 9 because the negative 9 does not lie within the bracket. 4 times w is 4w. Positive times a positive is a positive, and 4 times 3 is 12. I can't forget about the negative 9, it still needs to go on the end. Now I can simplify by doing plus 12 take away 9. 12 take away 9 is 3, so my final answer is 4w plus 3. Okay, in example 2, the only difference is that we have an algebraic term on the end now, but that shouldn't change too much. We're going to take 2 and we're going to multiply until the bracket closes, so after the plus 4. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times plus 4 is plus 8, and we still have the plus x on the end. Now what can I add together here? Well, I can do 2x plus x because they are both x terms, and that will give me 3x, and the 8 has nothing to add, so that's still just plus 8. For B, I'm going to start by multiplying out the bracket, so 3 times x and then 3 times negative 1. 3 times x is 3x, 3 times negative 1 is negative 3, and I still have the take away 2x on the end. So what can I add together here? Well, I've got 2x terms, so I can do 3x take away 2x. 3x take away 2x is x, and we've still got our minus 3 that has nothing to add to that. Example 3, you'll notice that the placement of the bracket has changed here. Now, a lot of people would start by doing 2 plus 3 to give me 5. Then we have 5 times x plus 1, which is 5x plus 5. This is incorrect. The reason this is incorrect is because, again, we must apply BODMAS. So we must deal with our brackets first. So I'm going to leave the 2 alone at the start, and I'm going to multiply the bracket out by plus 3. So I've got plus 3 times x first of all, which gives me plus 3x. I've got plus 3 times plus 1, which gives me plus 3. The 3x has nothing to add with it, so that just remains a positive 3x. And I've got 2 plus 3, which is plus 5. So 3x plus 5 is our final answer for this. So remember, you must deal with brackets first. Again, in part B, the temptation would be to do 1 plus 5 first, but we must deal with the brackets first. The bracket has been multiplied by a positive 5, so that's what we're going to do first. So we're going to leave the 1 alone. Plus 5 times 2x, they're both positives, that's a positive. 5 times 2 is 10, and we've got the x there as well. Positive 5 times positive 3 is a positive. 5 times 3 is 15. So the 10x has nothing to add or subtract, so that remains a 10x. And we've got 1 plus 15, which gives me plus 16.